I'm so much more interested and involved in my larger neighborhood now that I live in co-housing than I was before I lived in co-housing. Because among other things, I'm aware. I'm aware of things that are, why they're closing that child care center, why they're closing that senior adult center, that I didn't really have a clue of previously. I did not know how to get involved with previously, but now in the context of developing this project and living in this project, I have become very, very aware. And I've become aware of our possibility, for example, for all the households to have solar panels. I've become aware of the possibilities of all the houses to have sustainably grown lumber, and the unfortunateness of what a clear-cut forest looks like, and therefore we can actually play a part in trying to remedy that. All houses can be built with sustainably grown lumber if we wanted to, but it's so easy as an individual to not do the right thing. It's harder when you get all of that consciousness in the room to just simply not do the right thing. And as I mentioned earlier, it's very much a cultural quest creating co-housing. This particular group in Bellingham, Washington, focused on the notion that they dance every night. Chuck, we really are all about dancing. This group, we're about dancing, make the common house so that it's easy to dance. So we did, and sure enough, their very first day, May 12th, year 2000, they pulled the tables out of the way and danced after dinner. And then May 13th, the very next day, the last slide was the very first common dinner. This is the second common dinner, and they moved the tables out of the way. So again, it's very much about focusing on who that group is. And they're all different. Increasingly, there's more and more diversity across the U.S. Actually, this slide right here is a group in Emeryville, California. Nobody that you see in that slide was actually born in the USA. It's the San Francisco Bay Area. It's very much who that population is. And what marveled me in the creation of that particular co-housing community is how everybody who was planning that project had actually lived in a functioning community previously and knew the benefits of living around people that they knew, cared about, and felt like supporting, and were all on board from the very beginning. In fact, I find the biggest challenge in our culture, people are always asking me, what's the biggest challenge? It must be the bureaucrats, must be the banks. Why is it so hard to get co-housing built? Very much it's our culture. Our culture has simply been allowed, community as a concept has been allowed to wane from our everyday experience, so we don't know what we're missing. And this group was very refreshing to work with from day one, because they knew that they could not stand to live in a regular suburban environment and wanted to live in a village-like setting, even though this is an adaptive reuse old factory building in Emeryville, California that we rehabbed to feel as much like a village as we possibly could.